Hey man, what's up? Thanks. Had some technical difficulties with my stream in the beginning, so I had to restart it. Yeah, the idea is like one of those really dramatic covers that where it looks like there's no way for the hero to be escaping this situation as he's going over a cliff swarmed by ninjas. So we'll see how it turns out. And I'm trying to draw it fast so I kind of keep some energy, but not actually make it shitty, you know? There'll be lots of black covering mistakes, but I'll be alright. That's kind of exactly what I had in mind. Was it's like a Wolverine versus the hand page or image mixed with a little bit of Conan because of the snowy background. I'm going to try to have lots of white negative space, like very minimalist background to give it the snow effect. We'll see how it turns out. Thank you. Uh, I was gonna insert a big joke into it. I didn't know how it would work. I still might do it, but in this hand here, he's like holding up a '90s like style cell phone, trying to get service, like in the middle of all this, on top of this mountain. Like that's why he went up to the mountaintop was to try to get cell phone service, and then he got swarmed by ninjas. I don't know. That's one of the things that crossed my mind. I'm trying to force myself to draw with these things, and they're fast. They're very loose and slick. They're good, but they're not as grippy as the microns, and so it makes it a little loose and technical. I don't know how to describe it. It's totally different. The trick is to slow down in the important parts like the swords and everything so they look right, and I don't just make it look like a cartoon. We'll see how it turns out. And also another reason I'm forcing myself to use this pen is because I've been getting kind of fed up with my slowness, overthinking and taking way too long on a page. And it's time to get fast. See if I can keep any quality at all and be fast. Let's see. Yeah, and again, I'm trying to like everything to be moving, so we'll see how it turns out. But, I don't know yet. Trying to get some style in here, loosen up, try to get rid of some of the stiffness. I figured, well, this would be a good one to do that with. That's how you get better, right? You just go faster and faster. You just lose all sense of what you're doing. That's what the pros did, right? Sometimes you get those happy little accidents. We'll see what happens. Let's see. This guy's holding. Actually, that might work. That might look kind of cool if I do it like that. Yeah, no, I know. I'm just gonna skip all that. I'm just gonna just be good and fast immediately by just rushing through all of my art, my drawings, being impatient. That surely that's one of the things I'm looking forward to in this drawing is all of the different ninja weapons that I know of, and also I'm gonna Google it here after a while to see what other random, odd, obscure ninja weapons I can cram into this, besides just what the Ninja Turtles use. The trick is just don't plan or think at all. Just rush through it and completely make it up without any planning as you go. That's yeah. For a really complex composition like this, that's surely that's gonna work. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be weapons everywhere, arrows, shurikens, little throwing daggers, and just stuff. It's gonna be ridiculous. All pointed at ShockBlock. Trying to stay loose here and just kind of get my outlines that I can go in and really work on here. You'll get to the fun part, the noodling. We'll see how that goes. All my years of looking at ninjas and Nintendo video game covers and random 80s things, which hopefully will pay off. So that would be like oh yeah, this is the ShockBlock thing I was working on, or I shared with you in the Discord. Yeah, it's ShockBlock in the mountains. Kind of hard to tell right now because it's so messy down here, but yeah, that's who it's going to be. He'll be powering up, I think, with this hand here, so we'll get some underlighting and some electricity effects and maybe a little bit of something going on. It's okay. Yeah. Man, finally got a break where things lined up where I actually had time to sit down and draw. So that's what I was wanting to draw. It gets stuck in my brain, so I got to get it out of there. So that's what's happening. Watch my sort of like disjointed process of jumping all over the place because I don't want to commit to drawing certain things, so I just leave areas blank and come back to them. You know, the mark of a true perfectionist. I'm going to get more gestural in my characters that are further away. Faster, Endraven, faster! Yeah, right there with you on that. But I am going to do my best to tune into your team up with Rob tomorrow during the usual time. That sounds like fun. See what you guys can cook up. I'm feeling I'm going to be using a lot of white pin on this, fixing and adding things. Oh yeah, I meant to do that. I got to fix that sword. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm using this little thin. What is this? 0.3 pin. It'll be easy to go over thick, to fix. So it shouldn't be a problem. But you know how sometimes your sketches get something really cool, and then you go over to like make the final version, you kind of lose something. So I'm trying to just like, well, we're gonna try not to do that. So I got the sword snag. I will actually have to use a straight edge. Believe it or not, here in just a second. Actually, let's go ahead and break it out now. Where's that? Break out this old IBM ruler that was used to set something on those IBM like auto copiers. I can't remember what it was anyway. I have to refresh myself, but I was wondering what all the holes were for. It's to set something up back in the late 70s and early 80s. Myself a little bit just to do it. Yeah, no, draw for your, I know. Don't use this. You just lock your entire arm, and you just, it's all in the shoulder while causing major damage to nerves and to all of this, but you never ever move your hand. Use your mind, use telepathy to move your shoulder. I'm sorry, I'm never gonna be one of those inkers that just, I don't know how they do it. They like spin in their chair and don't move anything. Nah, can't do it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even here right now. I'm astral projecting myself into my studio to draw this. I'm just a projection into your mind. None of this is happening. I'm not a fan of this pen, but I'm gonna make it submit to my will by butchering a few drawings with it. See, man, I haven't death gripped a pen in a long time. Thank goodness. I know a lot of artists struggle with that, and but no, I don't know if I've destroyed those nerves and muscles in my hand, so they just don't do it anymore, or what. But man, thank God I don't fight that. Sort of like holding your breath when you're doing something really, really critical. Like I quit doing that. That does not help with the creative process, you know. Lack of oxygen to the brain. It's like, man, why am I so tired after I draw? It's like, it takes a lot of effort. It's because I've been holding my breath for an hour. What's it, epoxia? The goal is just to cram so many ninjas in here I don't actually have to draw most of all of one ninja, except for the guy here in the front. And then it's just going to be a snarled mass of ninja-esque shapes and things. Yeah, that'll work. Just to have swords sticking out everywhere. Yeah, sure, like a big porcupine. Like a critter ball of ninjas. Close-up hand, I guess. This isn't actually, I can cheat here. He won't really be on the page much. But see, that's the crazy thing about holding an explosive. The tighter you hold it in your hand, the more damage that it does to your hand. Like you pop a M80 like this and you get a minor burn. You close your hand around it and pop it, you'll blow your fingers off. So yeah, it's who am I to judge? Yeah, it is kind of weird. Like, in this, I don't know, maybe it's a texture thing. Maybe when I draw a pencil, but this, I don't know, this slick little pen makes it where I don't want to connect any lines. It's like, oh, it's imprecise, so I don't want to get too close because I'll go over or something. But it's like been a change drawing with this thing. I mean, I got 4 packs of the stupid things. Thought they were going to be a little bit better than that because they're a good brand, but you know, the Japanese, I guess they got the corner, or the market cornered as far as micron pens go. I will probably not draw ShockBlock with this pen. Probably. Listen. start randomly inserting swords. Like I want to sketch with this pin. I want to render with this pin. That's what I'm fighting. We'll experiment. Let's see. Pencil out again so I can kind of make sense of what the hell I'm doing here. What weapon he's going to be holding. Oh, I know. Really wonder sometimes. And I don't know if it's like that's what I'm always gonna do. Yeah, like pencil a bit. Is it just a learning process? Will that change? Is it always how it's gonna be? Oh, I guess you have this weird. I always had this weird preconceived notion that okay, no, everything's penciled out perfectly, and all the changes and all the adjustments are made, and then it gets handed off to this magical person, the inker, and they just trace over what's there, adding a little bit of flair. Or the guy who does it all himself, do they just start with a pen, you know? Or do they do like Rob and they pencil it all kind of half-ass and then just like use Photoshop to turn it into inks? Am I fooling myself here by trying to do this like mosaic of pencil and pen? What am I doing? Okay, so let's see, what's this guy doing? He's kind of cheat and make his leg go back and give him a knee. Oh, no, they went the soft blue lead. So we only red blue lead. That. Like that. This guy's. Yeah, I that's generally the most enjoyable way for me to do it. It's just kind of like, yeah, okay, this is sort of where I want it, and then I break out the brush pen and just sort of like make it up. But I've just been trying to get something locked in the pencil phase where you can change things instead of just trying to invent it all with the ink. I don't know. Just trying to get that confidence from like, yeah, hell, we'll just lay in some basic shapes and just go to town. Kind of what I'm doing here, but like, I don't know. And then, the ever-present, ticking clock of, well, if you want to draw comics, you got to put out one a month, so you have to be fast. So it's like, damn it, all right, I got to be fast and good. So this guy, he can be doing something. Yeah, it's not a bad shape. Ninjas can be skinny. There's gonna be lots of snow splashing here, so it won't be. We can just cover the feet with snow. Be fine. That's how you're fast. That's how you can stay fast. All this will be in shadow. Yeah, I know. I seem to get rushed in the pencils and just be like, yeah, that's kind of what I want. Yeah, that's great. And then when I get into there and I start inking, I'm like, man, I didn't figure this part out at all. And then I'll make something up and it'll suck. And I'm like, ah. And then I'm like, well, do I fix it in Photoshop? And that's just like, man. Or do, like I said, get a fresh piece of paper and draw what I want and paste it on there, like how they used to have to fix things. Man, it makes me really appreciate those guys in like the 60s who could just crank out like 3 or 4 titles a month under the pressures of like a guy with a cigar like walking around staring at you as you're chained to your artist's desk on meth or amphetamines trying to keep up, and then alcohol on the lunch break and back to the drawing board. Yeah, pretty amazing stuff. Okay, it's getting there, but I need to like squeeze in more ninjas. It's not I need a critter ball of ninjas. It's not a critter ball yet. We could randomly just put hands with swords. I guess that would be that's something I could do. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like there's something very, especially since I discovered the brush pen, very therapeutic about getting those thin to thick lines and filling in those blacks and getting those weights where you want it and watching the balance happen. But it's just like, but I always skip over the pencil part. Like it's like, just slow down. Like, and I guess I'm gonna have to start just drawing in pencil. I don't want to be that guy, but just like putting the pens away and doing a pencil drawing without a bunch of shading, but doing a clean pencil drawing and erasing and this and that and the other because it'll pay off. I know it, then ink over it because I mean I could just print the inks out in blue anyway. It's not like I got a bunch of smudgy stuff to deal with. But yeah, yeah, I don't know where I picked up that habit of just like, yeah, it's good enough. Give me a good pen. Eh, and why it's so hard to change. Okay, I made something complicated with a ninja with a bow, which is kind of a very specific pose, and it sucks if he's behind people and you can't see what he's doing. How am I gonna do that? I didn't practice drawing any ninjas. I was like, yeah, I'll practice drawing ninjas as I'm drawing the ninjas. So they look like they're all in just basic ass pajamas. I don't know, man. Your Magnola shock block thing's pretty awesome. It's a very nice composition, and it's Magnola-esque. Magnola, Minolta, whatever. Mignola is what I'm going to call him. But I think it was pretty awesome. You weren't exactly copying his style, but it was definitely in the vein of, yeah, see, that looks better. See, should have penciled that, and then that shape would have been better automatically. Ah, that's what those things look like, right? Sure. Of course, we're going to be doing full on blood force whited, white of the eye situation. Okay, what am I going to put here? Hmm. Hmm. I need more ninjas. It's not enough ninjas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6 ninjas. I need like 60 ninjas. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, ninjas are like fun little pajama guys to draw in like dynamic poses, right? Like I should have filled up a whole page in my sketchbook of ninjas doing ninja stuff. Nope. No, my brain knows what a ninja looks like, right? I can just make them up as I go on my final art piece. Yeah, sure. Yeah. It won't look like a big sketch, will it? No, no, it's fine. Like gestural ninja figure ninja figure drawing instead of little like, slutty French women of the 19th century. No, no, no. Tiny little gestures of women of ninjas. I still haven't figured out if these are robot ninjas or probably not. Eh, I mean, just like practicing ninjas, did you practice any Mignola, uh, shapes and styles? Did you study any of his stuff beyond during the live stream? See, that's my problem. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm like, oh, probably would have been cool to check out some Conan or some Wolverine versus the Hand. But like, no, I looked at that like 30 years ago. I know what it looks like, right? I don't need the help. I'll wind up in that like in your Merritt Michaels review. Like, yeah, yeah, this is just like Weapon X. Looks just as good, right? And obviously something's missing. Yeah, yeah. It's like my snow. It's like I should probably look at artists who've drawn snow. Nah, nah. I know what snow looks like, right? I've read enough Calvin and Hobbes 40 years ago to know how to draw snow. Okay, I got that guy worked. I can jump back onto him with a pen. I'll probably use some white pens to add straps and bags and ninja accessories. Okay, slow down. Yeah, yeah. Calvin and Hobbes snow and fall trees. Yeah. Oh, remember the music here. That's why I slowed down. There we go. Okay. guess I could have like a sea of ninjas coming around, like trailing off into the distance. Just start noodling little impressionistic ninjas off into the horizon. That would be the epic thing to do. I guess I'll need to work on these guys first, but maybe I will. Try to, and not try to darrow it and detail every little tiny person, so it takes a year to do this. Good snow. Besides the I always, when I think of snow scenes, I always see painted images in my mind. Yeah, there's Miller. Negative snow against black. You know what? I don't. Whoever did the I mean, it was mostly negative space, a little color, but whoever did the Marvel Comics Presents Weapon X number whatever, where it's Logan in the woods, like naked in the snow. It's one of my favorite covers. I can't even remember the issue. That Barry. Yeah, that was pretty good, but it's not really much of a snow effect. It was just like snow on the ground that it looked right. But yeah, I guess Miller. Can I not really think of any comics or any sequential art stories that were set in a wintry environment? Jeez. Okay. Like all the Wolverine comics in Canada, there wasn't more snow? Huh. Okay. Right there with you, okay. What's going on? We are rushing through ninjas here. Just not caring at all. There's disposable as their namesake. They're just faceless, meaningless assassins to be dispatched. You can't hear what I say? Aw. Well, let's see. Here's my sound. Not great. It's turned up all the way. That's as loud as the Let's see if I can get my mic closer. That's as loud as I can get my mic right there. That's it. I don't mean to be a mumbler. But I don't like putting on my public announcer voice just to do a live stream. I could speak clearly and enunciate, but I choose not to. Headphone deprived. You're probably watching this on your phone too, aren't you? Okay, that's a problem. The music is even louder than that? Really? Music has been pretty loud. Yeah, I can totally adjust that. Man, this is so inconsistent, this setup. Let's see. Okay, how's that for the music? Is that better? Yeah, Mitch, you guys help me out here. Let me see if I can get these, because I can lock in my settings on OBS once I get them right, but it just seems like on certain days, I don't know. Well, anyway, hopefully, because man, that's the music turned way down, and I can't turn my mic up any higher. I don't know. I don't think there's any other adjustments. In Windows, my mic input's turned up all the way, and in OBS, my mic input's turned up all the way. Oh, hi. Okay, you can hear me now. Excellent. Okay, back to the ninjas. All right. Oh wait, this guy's bigger than this guy, so he should be in front of this guy. Okay, so if I taper him back in a very cheesy manner. Let's do that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. Because I can turn the music up louder in my headphones, and not have to, or if I want to hear it louder. I guess the audience should be able to hear what I'm saying. I mean, I guess. Needy ass audience. God. I can actually cheap out on this guy and put his knee forward. Over. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, maybe he's just huge. He's like a 9 foot tall ninja. He's just giant. No, I'll fix all this. I'll put him in front of this guy. This guy needs to be kind of buried down in the middle anyway. He's just there to draw your eye towards ShockBlock, really. I'm going to take a page out of Mitch's playbook and put some heavy white, very smearable inks down before I really should. And I'll forget about them later when I'm trying to ink. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh yeah. I get them all over my glove and smear them all over the page. I mean, it's snow, right? I mean, it's fine. Yeah, sorta. There we go. Yeah, see now, so magically he's in the foreground. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna forget about it here in about 20 seconds and be like, what is this all over my? Oh yeah. Okay, stop noodling. Make more shapes. Make more shapes. Here we go. Oh, that's actually a great idea. Like a huge swarm of ninjas, right? Like typical ninja swarm. But as you kill each ninja, the other remaining ninjas get creepier and larger and tougher until there's just one giant, like, evil, like, super shredder sort of ninja left at the end. Like they create their own final boss. That's a great idea. Somebody should use that. Mitch, you should totally steal that for the shock block issue. I get tagged on that law all the time. The law of conservation of ninjutsu. Yeah. Come on, are you dry? Enough. Okay. Okay. I think my brain's going to take a break from the news, and I'm actually going to start on shock block here. But he will be not drawn with this squirrely pen. Oh, what we got here? Oh, look, they come in this neat little holders. Isn't that cool? It stands up. Isn't that neat? Second, no. There we go. Is this one beat to death? No. Okay. Yeah, seriously, dude, like, and if they do happen to turn out to be like weird techno ninjas, like all the bits and pieces could like I don't know, put themselves back together into a giant robot ninja or something like that. Feel free to use any of these ideas, because I'm not doing any, you know, ninja fights anytime soon in my stories. So, all the bits and pieces could crawl together. Let's see, do I have any? Okay. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's a good question. Is he a blocker of shocks or a shocker of blocks? Or is he a block shocked? Hmm. This guy's pretty well done. We're gonna warm up on with him. Yeah, there's the pen brush. Yeah, it's been too long. Sweet, sweet Fudenosuke. Yeah, give me that weight. Give me those line weights that I've been wanting. Yeah. Protect your Legos? I don't know. I don't get that one. Okay. I mean, I know what the joke is, shock block, but I think it's one of those, and it's true to the image, style, and nature. Just don't ask too many questions. It doesn't do any good to think about it more. Just it is what it is. But a little commentary on Mitch's. Already forgot the name of the comic. That shitty ass Merritt Michaels comic, Battlestone or Brittle Bridge or whatever the hell it was called. And I know I'm a hacky ass amateur hobby illustrator, but dude, some of those panels in that, and again, if this was just like at your local comic store on the local, creator shelf, amateur shelf, cool. But like you said, Rob probably paid that dude well, more than other like struggling super talented artists of the day to draw that crap. And he got paid all that money and had all that help, and that's what he came up with. He ripped off some Weapon X pages and just like, man, I don't blame you for your the bitter tone in some of the segments of that video at all. No, you can't call him Black Shack, dude. That I don't think that would be acceptable. Yeah, that's the idea, right? Like, and not just the same three guys. Like, it can't all be what the day. What was it? Frank Miller and Alan Moore and whoever the other top, Jim Lee. It can't just be those three guys, right? Like, there was so many talented, super awesome, fun to look at artists that were just, for whatever reason, maybe it was their own fault, but I don't know. But again, Rob didn't care about that. That he wasn't there to make awesome comics, no matter what he might tell himself in the dark bowers of his bed chambers. But there's going to be so much black on this drawing. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, pay your buddies well, but like, could you like help them out by hiring some actual really good talent to get it in the studio and they can maybe absorb some of it? But again, why would, I don't think Rob's ego wants to be threatened by super talented artists hanging around the studio. Does Rob Liefeld actually want somebody drawing his characters way better than him, like in front of his face, and everyone going, "Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, oh, I like that idea. Yeah," and then yeah, just like the spotlight slowly panning away from Rob onto this other person. No, I don't think that's. I don't think that was ever going to happen. Exactly. Like, I mean, yeah. Like, look what Platt did with what he was given, and then use that as kind of like your little business card. Like, all right, look what we got Stephen Platt doing. Like, hey, can anybody else come over here and not do Stephen Platt for tons of money? And then just pit these amazing artists against each other in like one of those like game show cash grabbing machine booths where it's just blowing all around and you're just trying to grab all the money. Like that's what it should have happened in Image Studios at the time with the best talent, and not just what happened. But at least we got some cool things like we got the Max and we got Spawn, which is okay, and we got all the Platt stuff and blessed be we got the Pact. So I really can't complain too much because we got the Pact. So man, I am just farting this drawing around all over the place. I am just. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he just really didn't have an example of that in his own life to be like, yeah, this is what you do, and you got the space and the money. You make these incredible books, and you help grow these incredible young artists, and then you make these legendary things. But Rob's problem was is he had so many fans and had such hype built up around him. He was everything he did was legendary or whatever, you know. Now have you seen his horrible? Oh, we did get text drawing union, dirty space pirate. But have you seen Rob his horrible Instagram uh, like reaction videos? Like the awkward old guy version of something that was cool like 2 years ago. I mean, I think it's still all the rage in Japan or whatever, but I don't know if it's stuck around here. Reaction videos. Anybody care about that? Don't know what to do here. This is definitely a big ninja head that can be blacked in. Yeah, yeah. Mm. And my hat's off to you, Mitch, creating your comic mostly while streaming. Like the vast majority, the huge lion's share of your comic creation is happening on camera while talking and interacting with folks, and not just like because my brain would it really gets into something like it would make a horrible live stream. I would just noodle away on one thing and ignore everyone's chat and just get my head in the way where you can't see anything and like really concentrate on the drawing. But to kind of do this multitasking thing, it's good. It's good for me, but man, it's not the same experience of me just like having music on in my headphones and just drawing. And I guess it's like learning a new skill, so it's cool. But dude, I'm not sure how you pull it off. Maybe it comes better with practice, but dude, yeah, Weird Al's awesome like that. I can totally see him doing that. Good old Weird Al. I remember that the pros just don't dilly dally. They just get to work. Like just fuck it, do it live. But you have to be careful because if you have all that space and time and like concentration going on, you make this like freaking kick ass, like overly rendered, all your hopes and dreams come true page. Then you have to follow that up live on stream. You can't just have this one random. Oh, you know what? I take that back. If you were to do a double page spread or double page splash, like something like really awesome, like coming up on that issue with ShockBlock versus the ninjas, if you had to take your like something like this or your Mignola uh, like composition, but like do a 2-page spread of just ShockBlock in the middle of this like incredible scene and just really overdo it, I think it would be fine because it'd be kind of like a centerpiece to the comic. You could totally get away with it if the next few pages, like the detail lightens up and it doesn't have as much intensity or whatever. Because I don't care. I would just like to see you do a Blood Force piece like that with all your powers and concentration like bent into it. That would be pretty amazing. In fact, I dare you, Mitch Brewer, to do that. I don't think you can do it. Yeah, exactly. I dare you. I dare you to draw something really awesome with the camera off and no one watching. I don't think you can do it. I think you're addicted to the stream. I think that dopamine cycle is got you. One thing though, just drawing fast and loose and not overthinking it too hard makes my brain hurt a lot less while drawing. That is a good learned thing. Remember to do that more. That's true. When that's the trap. I mean, if you're drawing, you might as well be streaming it, right? Damn, there's something so satisfying about weighty, variable ink lines that the brush pen provides. Well, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Anytime it stops by, it's really awesome. Instead of just like streaming and drawing into the void, it's cool to have a bit of an audience. And I appreciate the checking it out and hanging around. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to be there, man. I'm gonna just watch you guys dual stream it. Well, that didn't come out right, but you know what I mean. Later, dude. And yes, I do hold my pen weird. I don't hold it like this like most people do. I do this. I've always written and drawn that way. The teachers couldn't make me do it the right way. So you start doing like this. Does Eric Larson hold his pen weird? These are things that I do not know. Guess I'm gonna have to start on ShockBlock here soon. Something needs to go here though. Ninja stuff. Another ninja head poking down here. An arm with a sword.